Hi everybody, welcome to this second video looking at the Scale Model Scenery L.N.E.R Line Side Hut Kit LX032-00. You might remember it from the previous video on the 38F Kirkby Ashfield layout, as you can see there. I had this one spare after I built it at Sheffield Model Row exhibition, demonstrating for Society DEMU, showing everybody how to build card kits, and I ended up with this spare, so I did a bit of work on detailing, changed the roof material for some wet and dry rather than having printed paper, and thought to myself, after putting the kit together as instructed, the roof looked a little bit thick, so I changed it on the model. I actually fitted onto the layout itself, so it's a little bit more prototypical, a bit thinner. I wasn't sure what to do with this, so I kind of left it around for a little bit, and discovered quite a mistake that it's actually just the right size, there we go, to fit a car in. So I started thinking, actually, could this be a prefab garage? So I looked at it for a little bit and then thought, yeah, why not? They don't do it on their kit range, so let's convert this from a line side hut into a garage for your Cortina. Here we go. So, first thing to do, remove the roof bars so we can actually get into the kit and do the conversion. Obviously, as I've already part built this one, I need to remove the end wall. We don't need that anymore. We're going to change it out for a set of doors. Obviously, if you've got a new kit, you want to do this, you can just convert it while it's still on the fret. Now just very carefully remove the end wall, make sure we don't do any damage to the card. There we go, and as you can see, car fits. Just now need to remove the top piece from the end wall because we'll need that to complete the door frame. So a couple of strokes with the knife and it's away. Now to decide what doors to fit, I've decided to go with a steel up and over style door, as you can see here, rather than having some timber hinge ones, because I think that'll look better for this style of building. So, as luck would have it, I had some offcuts of plasticard lying around. One of them happened to be just about the right size and type for what I want for the door. So we'll take the old panel now, use it to work out the sizings. I decided I'm going to have this door with vertical or horizontal slats. I think we'll have horizontal on this one. Just offer up the old panel to the plasticard, mark out for the sizing, and then we'll just quickly cut that out and get it fitted to the model. That's the panel cut to size. Now we decide obviously which way around I want it. I think we'll have it with the more defined ribs showing to the outside, as prototype photoed earlier. Now we just test fit everything, make sure the lintle's going to go into place and everything's going to look right, and once that's done, we'll have to make a door handle. Speaking of doors, as you can see, I've got the first layer of paint on the access door on the end of the garage. I've also started to paint the windows here, so you can see the difference between the one on the left, which has got its first layer of paint on, versus the one on the right, which is obviously how they come fresh out the kit. Not everybody chooses to paint these sort of features and bits on the models, but I think it's something that really does help them stand out when it's finished. Now you can see the windows have been painted. I think they look a lot better than how they did from before. I've also whitewashed the door, made it look a bit like it's a bit tired and a bit unloved, and fitted the door handle to it as well, so you should have one of those you can get in and out. I've also gone around and painted the frames for the door. As you see, just picked out a little bit of white paint. Obviously these would be timber on the real thing, so would need treating. And again, it's something that if you don't paint them on the model, when it's all together and finished at the end, it just won't look quite right, and it's a tiny thing, but again it will make a big difference when it's all done. Something else I've done is I've painted the floor, made a wash of grey paints and made like a concrete colour. I've also gone as far as making a bit of dirt on the brush and just rubbing it up there, like you get dirt off the tyres on the floor when the cars are in and out in bad weather. Which again, small detail, but I think ultimately worth it in the end. The next job, while the roof bars still haven't been replaced, obviously now the paint in the windows has dried as well, is we'll fit some glazing. This is an offcut from an old buildings kit I've had in the spares box for a while. So all we do is just offer it up and we'll mark it out for the right size and get that cut to fit, just from making sure obviously it doesn't foul the gaps for those roof beams. Now it's cut to size, first thing I do is make sure you clean the glazing, don't any fingerprints being left on there, because they're almost impossible to remove once it's in place. and we'll just test fit it, make sure again it doesn't obscure those holes for the beams, and now ready to glue. The best advice I can give with fitting glazing using any sort of adhesive is less is more. So small amount of glue, as you can see there. Carefully drop the glazing into place, trying to get your fingerprints on it if you can, especially if you've just cleaned it. What I do now, I've got that roughly square. I'll use a small screwdriver, or in this case I've got the scalpel at hand. Just sort of put it into position, make sure we don't obscure the mounting holes for the roof bars, and hold that down until the glue's cured. So you take a second. The reason for using a small amount of glue here is as you press that down, you don't want to squirt the glue out all over the surface of the plastic and end up filling the window frames up and fogging the material. And there we go, as quick as that, we've glazed the windows. And I think that looks much better already. If the interior of the model is going to be visible on your layout, it's worth trying to obscure the edge of the glazing sheet, either fit a bit of a frame or even just paint the wall and just paint over the edges of it just to help hide it a bit. On this one it won't be visible at all really, because I'm going to fit the door sort of half open like that. This way we'll be able to see into the garage, but you won't actually see any sort of interior detail parts like that edge of the window frame, so it won't really matter. Also, the vehicle that's going to be in there will also help to obscure that when you're looking in from either end. Now the interior is basically finished, we reattach the roof bars. All I've done is just put them back into place and then held them in with a little drop of glue on each corner, as you can see there. I've done it on the rear of each one, so when you're looking from the front you can't see them, leaving a spot on the card. And now that's all dry and we're happy with it, we'll fit the door and see how it's going to look when we get it all put together. So before we actually fit the door, it's best to fit the door handle now, as it's much easier to do it before it's actually fitted into the garage. All I've done is take a bit of wire, a couple of small holes in the plastic card, bent it round for the right sort of shape and size, push that through, and that will then be held with glue on the back before I remove the 2 pins and paint it. Now that's done, we fit the garage door. Like I said, I was going to have mine sort of half open. This way you can see anything that's been put in the garage. So in this case it's going to be a vehicle. But it does leave options, you know, to have a bit of a cameo scene, something going on in the garage or sort of around it, people open the doors, that sort of thing. Worth noting with opening doors, this should have 3 runner bars that sit in there, but obviously I'm not going to fit those because, as you can see, when the roof's on, you can't see them anyway at all. Even if you look right up underneath, you're not going to tell those are not in there. So we're not bothered with this one. Obviously, if you're doing it with the door fully open, I think it'd be worth fitting those. And that's it. Glue the roof on and you've got a garage. Just pop the car inside and now it's all ready to go straight onto the layout. Thanks for watching, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Leave us a comment below, tell us what you think. Remember to click the like button and subscribe. So again, thanks for watching and bye for now.